game when I know this. Tell the TJ gon' run it. Tell the TJ gon' run it. Why would I play? Ballin' a game. Roll off a brain dance. Yeah, I'm insane. Bro, I'm not tripping. They shot it, just jump on a jump.
Look around, could it bring somebody down if I never made a sound again? In your eyes, you've already spent my, then you're rocking to the next big thing. Kissing the bride, 45 minutes aside. This was my dream, played out rockin' routine. Who sucked out the feeling? Who sucked out the feeling? Where'd you go now that everybody knows that we did a couple shows out there? Look at me, I can write a melody, but I can't expect a soul.
6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Your 2026.
On one sideline, a look at the Texans head coach. His guys 2-0 to begin the season with both of those victories coming at home. Across the field, that's Shane Steichen, coach of the Colts. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scotts. This is Jason Myers to get us started. And here we go from Indy. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And it's the Utah State 11 quarterback. Year 6 of his career, year 4 as a starter now. It's Jordan Love.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Takes the handoff, now Love. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Lazard, the motion man left. Throwing on second. Love. Left side, caught by Metcalf. These hits finally taken out. So call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And it's going to be first down to Indianapolis.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap. And that hit altered the throw. That brings up second down. Back to the air. Love. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Well, last week he was one of the many guys held in check in that loss, right, Brock? But there's an early catch towards a hopefully better overall effort in this one.
Ultimate team sport. It's never about any individual, but it's about the whole group. A lot of people got to step up this week, and it's a good way to start it.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. Trayvon Walker. And that's going to bring up 4th and 8. The Colts are ready for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the first overall pick in the draft. Help lead Indiana football's turnaround, Fernando Mendoza.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game and make him gun shy. Just keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, much more importantly, a win.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the ground again with Dowdle. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2, and that gives Houston the 1st down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yeah, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays and there's some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
Mendoza on 2nd. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense stopping that last catch behind the line. So here's 3rd and 11. Mendoza working. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's got chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now Mendoza. Outright, Cooper's got it. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock at 2nd down. Oh, he was happy to take a back seat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
And the Texans' 1st down.
Here's Mendoza, another play fake. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's taken down, but before that offense comes out, they may want to wait a second. We've got a flag down, and it is in the backfield. So as it tends to do, roughing the passer comes at the worst time possible for this defense. That interception goes away.
Yeah, and that is such a lonely place as you finally hit the quarterback, but you look next to you, you see the penalty flag, and you know right away. And then you see your buddy on the other end get a pick nullified. That's a lose-lose situation.
That's a gain of 13. It sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
In the red zone on 1st. Lewis caught. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short. Well, as far as receiving numbers go, Brock, you get up near 200, you expect to win a game, and they were indeed winners last week thanks to his work that he is continuing here.
That's right, and he put out that effort a week ago. You could expect to see the ball early and often today.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Houston.
So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now to handle the kickoff. Strong with the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. Colts sending their offense back out. There's the one ushering them to the field's coordinator, Jim Bob Cooter. This marks his 4th year as OC with the Colts, and it was actually Indy, Brock, who gave him his first NFL job as an offensive assistant back in 2009. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Red 38.
To the air with Love. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Love. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Finds the in route complete. And he's not going to make it. And they stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Moore on to handle the return. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. First give on the grab. It's Woody Marks. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 33-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Mendoza. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. Complete. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Here's the snap to Mendoza. Has a man. It's Ertz. He gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On here with Will Shipley. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Mendoza, 3rd and short. Makes a pick up of 4 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Mendoza now. And this will wind up incomplete. So failure to connect brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Marks. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. David Onyemata there for the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. First and 10 for Mendoza. And he is now 8 of 10 after that last completion. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. This is Mendoza. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
They'll air it out on third. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jermaine Crabb picks it.
And after a loss last week, Kate, that pick can really have a calming effect for your defense. Actually, your whole team, right? You want to play complementary ball, and if you can take the ball away defensively, you sure give your offense a shot in the arm.
In motion left is Smith-Schuster. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Throwing, it's Love. He's making a bid for it. And Love gets his guys the first down before getting him down to avoid the contact.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Walker on first down. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. First down from the 42.
Here we go. 10 play.
Here's Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. Love. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
45.
And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Walker trying to run for the first. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
Yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And he's going to work it to the 20. And that play put to bed by DeMarvion Show. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They send Metcalf left. Throwing on second down, here's Love. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Into traffic, complete! And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on fourth down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. High percentage look for him here from the left half. Gay's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Go right side, pump on Cannon. And they're going to get there to force him out. But a nice play for the offense to go out on, as that's going to end our first half. Now, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Here's Sky Moore on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough, and offensively.
In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. Sheldon Rankins. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Mendoza.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down.
Mendoza working. Working out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Second down. This is Mendoza. Going all the way to the end zone here. This is going to be caught. Laheem connects. Touchdown, Houston. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's 4 through the air this season. Myers to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Colts 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Strong with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Colts are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
There's Love to throw. Left side into the hands of Warren. He's going to be forced out there after a gain back 14. And that's going to be good for a Colts 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
We couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
43.
Love on 3rd and short. This is Cox. That's Walker. It's an Indianapolis touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
Here's Love up to the line. 2-point attempt coming.
The Colts will line up for the
Running back sent in motion left. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Getting another shot at 2 here.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Love looking to pass. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. Has this at the 6. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. This coordinator trying to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. It's Mendoza. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
Let's go. 50. Green. Set. Go. Ready.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he has it all the way down 30-yard line.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Walker gets the pinch. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
Man in motion here. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Ready.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go, here we go. 33, yellow.
To the air with Love. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. They jump ahead by 4. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And they can trace this deficit, Brock, to the outcomes we're seeing right here. They have really struggled to score over their last few possessions, and they have to overcome that right now while there's still time left in this game. Straight ahead with Shipley. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Give him 5 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. DJ Reed brings him down that time. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And they just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Throw left side, finds Fannin. They get a lot out of this play, 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that gives the Texans a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Mendoza now. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. Oh, he lost the football!
Yo, I'm fucking sliding off.
And they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
When you choose not to slide as a quarterback, that's what can happen. And those Predators feel that fray, and they go after. Not only do they want to hit the quarterback, to hit him and knock the ball out, that is just a worthy celebration on that sidelines.
Love now, off the play action. It's got one! And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That right there, Kate, that is teaching tape for a safety coming downhill on the tight end. You've got to hit him before he gets started, in this case, for a loss.
2nd down throw for Love. That's completed right side. He's going to get this one in for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
What a terrific job to sell that pitch initially and then burst right by him. And an even better job by the quarterback to not overthrow. Kate, I can't tell you how many times young quarterbacks will overthrow these double moves. You got to let your receiver get up to speed, and he just did.
Now Love on the play fake. Look at that power, deep left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Just not a real big fan of that one, Kate, right there. Both the play call, but ultimately the decision. And that falls on the quarterback and his brain. You got to know the situation, the time, the distance. I don't think that was worthy of taking that kind of shot, certainly into coverage.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Following the penalty, 5 yards to go here on second. Throwing, it's Love. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
DeMarvion overshot on the coverage.
Love now. Short pass brought in. Hit there, lose 4 stops. 15 before it. That is a Colts first down.
From a great throw to a nice round catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Hit helped set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. Second and 3.
At the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Running with Walker again. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
That's the line he's going to run for it. And they're going to run off that blocker as well slides down after picking up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Love now to throw. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down.
The 17-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Quick pass to the outside to Warren.
I don't understand, bro. Like, what is that man coverage?
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. On the draw, it's Walker. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense earns the first of its timeouts. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts holding a 4-point lead. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Love trying this one himself.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That is his Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For the Colts.
Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his number one premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's second down.
Now 2nd and 10.
This is Mendoza. Put the body on the line for his team. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
12. First down, Houston.
Now Mendoza. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
Mendoza. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Mendoza working. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Mendoza. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Setting up, 2nd and goal. Another throw here for Mendoza. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Back to throw. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Texans 22.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And that's covered up by the Colts, and that should be our final highlight from this one.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports with my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer.